Keiichi is the one who can show his ability there at the branch office.
I'm recommending Keiichi too. What? You're recommending me? Are you sure?
He will be your supervisor starting today.
What? Our boss?
What do you mean?
My name is Keiichi Sato. I'm a salesman at Tokimeki Corporation that deals with long-term preserved foods.
We've decided to accept applicants to be transferred to our local Doki Doki branch office to rebuild it. I'm looking for an employee that is willing to do work on it. Are there any that are interested?
A secondment to the branch office. If I could achieve results there might be a good chance that I could show my abilities at the head office as well.
Mr. Owada, I think Keiichi would be a good choice. Keiichi is the one who can show his ability at the branch office.
I'm recommending Keiichi too. I think he'd fit in well with the peaceful life in a rural area. What? You're recommending me? Are you sure?
What do you think, Keiichi?
I was thinking that it would be a good chance for me to gain experience working in a branch office. I would be happy to go.
I see. Well, good luck.
Glad that I could push Keiichi into working at the branch office.
And thus I decided to get transferred to the Doki Doki branch office. 3 years later.
It's rare to have a talk directly from the HR department, isn't it?
Do you think someone is getting transferred from another department?
I haven't heard anything specific about anyone being transferred.
Thank you all for gathering. I am Yui Suzuki from the Human Resources Department. Today, I am pleased to announce that we have Mr. Keiichi Sato, who had been transferred to the Doki Doki branch office a while ago, back at the head office again. He will be your supervisor starting today.
What? Our boss?
What do you mean?
As of today, I am assigned to the sales department as a section manager. I look forward to working with you all.
A section manager? That's a higher position than mine. I never thought Keiichi would be my boss.
How is it possible to get a promotion at the head office after being transferred to the branch office for only 3 years?
Yeah, something doesn't add up.
Keiichi is an excellent salesperson who rebuilt the Doki Doki branch office in only 3 years. This branch office was originally ranked in one of the worst 3 in terms of sales performance. But since Keiichi was transferred, they have improved the sales to the point where they are one of the top 5. The president decided that since the head office sales performance has been slow over the past few years, he would like Keiichi to show his talent at the head office this time.
What? Oh no.
I'd like to ask the director of sales department, Ms. Sakamoto, to take care of the rest, if that's all right.
Yes, of course. Welcome back, Keiichi. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Thank you.
I would like to start by talking about our future plans. What kind of initiative did you take at the branch office?
What I was working on was the overseas expansion of business. I gave importance to building strong relationships with clients at the branch office. And the president of our new client recommended that we sign a contract with their overseas branch.
The general manager of the Doki Doki branch office also told me that you are very good at building strong relationships.
One of the great features of our products is that traditional Japanese cuisine can be preserved for a long time and eaten anytime. I think a major turning point for us was when we expanded our business overseas. Our customers loved the fact that they could enjoy delicious Japanese food even when our product was taken overseas.
I see. Overseas expansion is a new method.
How exactly did you go about it?
I wasn't so bad at English, so I was able to connect with a company that had overseas branches. And we were able to expand our business from there. By adding English proficiency to the hiring requirements for the sales department employees, we were able to hire employees who could speak English. By teaming up salespeople who had the sales know-how with newcomers who could speak English, we were able to expand the business by taking sales globally.
Oh my god, he did all that?
Of course, we never failed to work with local companies, so through the connections of local people, we've been able to do more business with Japanese companies as well.
I think this was a great achievement, that you were able to promote new overseas expansion while deepening cooperation with existing business partners. I hope you will continue to demonstrate your abilities at the head office as well.
Yes, of course.
Actually, ever since you were transferred to the Doki Doki branch office, the performance of the sales department at the head office has been declining.
Oh, is that so?
The reason for that is...
It's not my fault. Having additional options with extra charge to increase the number of contracts isn't a bad thing.
But you lost the trust of your business partners because you tried to add optional contracts whenever you could, even if they didn't feel they were necessary. As a result, you received many complaints from clients. And even rumors were spread that the sales staff at Tokimeki Corporation's head office has bad attitudes.
Uh-oh.
That's what was happening? Alright, then how about I apply the sales techniques I have been using at the Doki Doki branch office to rebuild the sales department at the head office.
What? Are you saying that I should adapt to Keiichi's way of doing things?
Owada, Keiji is your boss now. It would be better if you change your attitude.
Yes, understood.
From that day, I started to recognize the sales department together with Miss Sakamoto.
I had Keiji create a sales manual. This is how he rebuilt the Doki Doki branch office. From now on, this method will be implemented to get the head office sales back up and running again.
What? Even the manual has been renewed.
So please, read it thoroughly. The sales department was not growing with the way we have been doing.
I see.
Sasaki, please work with Tanaka who can speak English and go around the sales for overseas expansion. Tanaka is still inexperienced in sales, so I'd like you to teach her about sales as well.
Okay.
So I will proactively introduce new methods. The employees who have not been able to do sales so well because Owada has been holding them back will also be asked to work on the overseas business development. Owada, are you okay with that?
Yes, I understand.
I thought that Owada and other co-workers have changed their ways to do sales under the new policy. However, Owada, I heard that your business meeting with Scat Trading the other day was unsuccessful, and you haven't adopted the new policy.
Just because it worked well at the branch office doesn't mean that the same approach will work at the head office, does it? I will continue to operate in my own way. And it's not only me. Sasahara and Sasaki have the same opinions.
You are free to have your own opinions, but you're not improving your sales performance with your own way, are you? If that's the case, it might be a good idea to adopt a new method.
Maybe our sales performance is sluggish because of your poor leadership of the sales department, don't you think? Tasaka, our promising newcomer, has the same opinion as I do. She is an ace employee, and she is performing greatly with my methods.
Oh, is that so?
Tosaka's sales performance is good for a newcomer, but compared to the whole,
What?
it's below average. The ones who are maintaining the top sales performance are all young employees who have read Keiichi's manual thoroughly. The top three are Keiichi, Oki, and Hamaie in that order.
What about Sasahara and Sasaki?
They're not doing as well as we hoped. Their performance is about average.
What? I mean, Keiichi's the top salesperson like it's a matter of course.
He has been getting more and more contracts from domestic and foreign companies alike. So he has always been the top salesperson ever since he returned to the head office 3 months ago.
If my sales policy is wrong, then the young employees who use my manual for sales wouldn't be so successful, would they? Both the president and Mr. Sakamoto's policy is to renew the old way of doing business. Stop holding grudges about the fact that I am now your boss, and think about what you can do to benefit the company and act accordingly.
Yes, sir.
2 months later.
Yes, we finally did it. We were able to close a 300 million yen deal with Docket Foods with our way of doing sales.
You did it, Mr. Owada.
It was worth sticking to our own way, even with the cold shoulders we had to endure from employees around us.
Yep, this means that we didn't have to follow Keiichi's way after all.
Owada, a representative from Docket Foods is on the phone for you. I heard that you've closed a deal for a major food event with our client, but it seems there has been a mistake in their plan. The contract was rejected by their upper management because they think that our preserved food products are not suitable for events as such. They said that they will find another way to make up for this, and they've asked us to cancel the contract this time.
What? I've already talked to the factory about placing an order.
Mr. Owada, what are you going to do?
If we can't even go on with this, the 300 million yen worth our products will be left up in the air.
What should I do?
The products won't be a problem. I'm having Oki work on closing a large business deal right now. So if that goes successfully...
Keiichi, I'm back! The deal has been settled for 500 million yen worth of products.
That's amazing, Oki!
Well, I'm your #1 disciple, Keiichi. My goal is to one day surpass you in sales performance. So of course, I have to be able to close deals like these.
I knew I could count on you, Oki.
A contract worth 500 million yen?
That's much larger than the deal Mr. Owada closed.
So that means... We used the 300 million yen worth of products that was cancelled for Owada's deal for Oki's. 300 million yen worth of products is not enough, so we'll still have to place an additional order for 200 million yen. But that's a nice surprise.
How did this happen?
Keiichi, it seems that the rebuilding of the sales department at head office is going quite well.
Oh, hi, Miss Yui. It's nice seeing you.
Thanks to Keiichi, the employees in the sales department have developed well, and the performance of the sales department has stabilized. I'm really glad that Miss Yui recommended him to be the section manager at the head office.
That's great of you, Keiichi. I was sure that Keiichi has strengths that he hadn't fully shown when he was at the sales department. But I'm really glad that I had him transferred to the Doki Doki branch office then.
No, it wasn't that big of a deal. All I did was create a framework that I thought would be successful, and the rest is the efforts of the sales employees.
It's the framework that is so difficult to create, but you're a humble man, Keiichi.
Well, I'm having a hard time because there are some employees who won't follow my policy.
Yes, Owada, Sasahara, and Sasaki's situation is not very ideal.
That's right. The fact that the performance of those three has fallen has been a topic of conversation in HR as well.
What? Even the HR is talking about it.
It's just that we haven't really gotten into it yet. It will grow sooner or later.
There's no doubt about it. Mr. Owada has been in sales all his life, so I'm sure everything will be alright if we follow him.
I wonder when you're going to be really getting into it. A few months ago, the three of you were still about middle rank in sales performance, but now it's faster if we count from the bottom.
I guess they're sticking to their own ways because they don't like my way of doing things. But the situation cannot be overlooked anymore.
Oh no!
If it's that difficult for you to work under Keiichi, you three have the option to transferring to another department.
Shall I, as HR, make arrangements for you? My father is also coming to the sales department today.
What?
Hello, everyone.
President?
Well, I'm relieved to see that the sales department is performing well. Under the leadership of Miss Sakamoto and Mr. Keiichi Sato. It's just that I can't overlook the fact that some employees are ignoring department policies and doing their work on their own.
Well, no. It's not like we're ignoring the policies. It's just that we have our own way of doing things that we believe in.
Owada, Sasahara, Sasaki, Miss Sakamoto reported to me that you guys have been doing everything your own way. and it hasn't led to any sales. As Miss Sakamoto and Yui said, it might be a good idea for you to gain experience outside the sales department.
Wait a minute. We have been in the sales department ever since we joined the company. You want us to gain experience at another department now?
I think you guys need a chance to learn, just like Keiichi did when he got transferred out. You should definitely try it.
Wait a minute. This may be a chance to spread my way of doing things. Yes, sir. I'll do my best at a different department.
After that, Awada, Sasahara, and Sasaki were transferred to a different department. However, when they tried to create instructions in their own way to lead other employees at the new department, they were stopped by their bosses, they lost their temper, and they chose to resign voluntarily. I hear they are having trouble finding new jobs, since it's difficult for them to work under someone else's supervision. I, on the other hand, have been promoted to the head of the sales department. My hard work has been recognized by the president and Miss Yui, and I am enjoying my work.
Keep up the great work at the sales department.
Yes, you can count on me. I'm really glad I made the choice to get transferred at that time. Thanks for watching till the end.
Please subscribe to our channel.